Hello, third grade. Welcome to math. We are ready to begin our lesson. Before we begin, I need you to take note of what you're going to need today. You need a whiteboard and an expo marker. You need a math notebook, a pencil, and an eraser. So if you need to pause this video and go get it, go ahead and do that. Before we begin our lesson today, I want to give a big shout out to my friend, somebody who made it to the exemplar work from Friday, where you had to submit your Flipgrid video. And our exemplar work was that I was there so many, but I had to choose one of them, and it was Ezekiel John. Watch his work. There he is explaining his work. He's making sure that Mrs. Hepler can see all of his notebook work. He has all the components of his read, draw, write on his notebook while he's explaining, and he's pointing to everything and explaining everything. Definitely some great exemplar work. Good job, Ezekiel. I hope all of your friends follow your example and make sure that they complete their work with quality, just like you did. All right, friends, let's go ahead and read our objective for today. Our objective for today says, I will be able to solve two-step problems using read, draw, write. So this is something we're going to be doing very often in third grade. We're going to have to solve two-step word problems. So like we said that read, draw, write was going to be an academic habit every time you had a word problem, we're going to go ahead and practice that. Every day we're going to follow an agenda. For today we have fluency, concept development, and problem set. So we're going to go ahead and get started with fluency. Before we begin, I need to make sure that you have your whiteboard ready to work on fluency. If you don't happen to have a whiteboard, no worries. Just go ahead and use a blank sheet of paper and your pencil and your eraser. All right, friends. So fluency is something kind of new for this school year, but we're going to have it very often. So what we need to do is you're going to need to get ready. So I will give you an equation and I want you to solve it. This is your first equation. 32 plus 64 equals, go ahead and solve it on your whiteboard or your notebook. That's right. 32 plus 64 equals 96. Now I want you to add 100 to 32 to make it 132. And now go ahead and add. What is your answer? Your answer should be 196, just 100 more than the last answer. Good job. Now let's get ready for more. The next one is 25 plus 74. Go ahead and solve. Now add 100 to 25 plus 74. Go ahead and solve. Good job. Here comes the next one. 58 plus 32. Go ahead and solve. Now we'll add 100 to 58, and now it's 158 plus 32. Go ahead and solve. That's right. It should only be 190, just 100 more. We'll do one more. 32 plus 48. Go ahead and solve. Now let's add 100 to 32 plus 48. Go ahead and solve. Your answer should have been 180. Good job. Let's go to the next part of fluency. This time, instead of adding, we're going to be subtracting. You realize you're putting your answer on the questions after each question. Make sure you're doing it with quality. Let's begin subtracting. The first thing you're going to subtract is 48 minus 24. Go ahead and solve and submit your answer. The answer was 24. Here comes the next one. 40 minus 24. Go ahead and do the standard algorithm and solve. Your answer was 16. The next one is 56 minus 15. Go ahead and solve. The answer is 41. The next one is 50 minus 15. Solve. Your answer is 35. The next one is 52 minus 15. Go ahead and solve. 2 ones minus 5 ones? Can't do that, so I need to unbundle. This 5 tens becomes 4 tens. This 2 ones become 12 ones. 12 minus 5 gives me 7. 4 tens minus 1 10 gives me 3. Here is your next one. 64 minus 38. Go ahead and solve. I need to do the ones first. I cannot take 8 from 4 ones. So I need to unbundle the tens. This 6 tenths becomes 5 tenths. This 4 ones becomes 14 ones. 14 ones minus 8 ones gives me 6 ones. 5 tenths minus 3 tenths gives me 2 tenths. My answer was 26. Amazing job in your fluency. Give yourself a pat in the back if you got them all right. If you were pretty close, that's great. This is why we're building fluency, so you can get better and more efficient at working with numbers. Let's go back to our agenda. We are done with fluency. We will now be moving to concept development. For our concept development, we're going to do a 2-step word problem. Remember, when you're solving a problem, when solving a two-step problem, you can do an RDW chart for each step. And here's a quick reminder of what our RDW chart should always look like. I will begin drawing my RDW chart. I know I have 2 parts, so this is going to be for part A, and this bottom part will be for part B. I need to read it twice. Mel picked 26 berries. Luis picked 37 more berries than Mel. A. How many berries did Luis pick? B. How many berries did they pick in all? I read it once. I will put my check mark there. I read it again. Mel picked 26 berries. Luis picked 37 more berries than Mel. A. How many berries did Luis pick? B. How many berries did they pick in all? I read it again, so I make sure I put my second check mark. To answer my question, how many berries did Luis pick? I need to pull out the important information. Mel had 26 berries. Luis had 37 more than Mel. That's very important information. The question asks, how many berries did Luis pick? So I will put B question mark because I don't know how many berries Luis picked. I will now draw my model. I'm going to choose to draw a tape diagram. So I know that Mel had 26 berries. I know that Luis had 26, but also had 37 more than Mel. So now I need an equation. So I will do 26 plus 37. Go ahead and solve. What is 26 plus 37? That's right. 6 plus 7 is 13. 3 plus 2, 3 tenths plus 2 tenths is 5 tenths plus 1 more is 63. It's 6 tenths, which gives me 63. Now for right, now I know that B equals 63 berries. I must always write my units. Now I can write a complete sentence. 26 plus 37 equals 63 berries. That's my complete equation. So now my complete sentence is, the question said, how many berries did Luis pick? Luis picked 63 berries. So that's my answer for A. Good job. Now we still have our second part. How many berries did they pick in all? You ready? Well, since all means what Mel had and what Luis had, do I know what Mel has? Yes, I do. I read that Mel picked 26 berries. So for M, for Mel, I write 26. Do I know how many Luis had? Yes, I solved for that. I didn't before, but now I do. He actually has 63 berries. How many berries did they pick in all? Now I still need to look for berries, but this time it needs to be for both of them. Now I can do a number bond. My total is unknown, and I know that Mel has 26 berries and Luis has 63 berries. I need to make sure that I also have my standard algorithm, which is 26 plus 63. All right, pause this video and go ahead and solve. All right, friends, 6 ones plus 3 ones gives me 9 ones. 2 tens plus 6 tens gives me 89, or 8 tenths, which now my total is 89. So for right, I know that B now means 89 berries. I can show my full equation with my complete equation, which is 26 plus 63 equals 89 berries. And finally, I need, according to my anchor chart, I need, right here, a complete sentence. The question was, how many berries did they pick in all? They picked 89 berries. Again, I must write my units in all. And I'm done. Excellent job, my friends. Let's go really quick over today's key points. Today we learned that, or we reminded ourselves that RDW is an academic habit and an approach to solve any type of word problem, including two-step word problems. When solving a two-step problem, do an RDW chart for each step. We are now done with our concept development. We shall be moving on now to our problem set. This is where you will be working independently all by yourself and turning in your work. Today's problem set, you will need your pencil and your notebook. You will also need your read, draw, write chart because the answer that you give needs to look like this. You're going to solve this word problem using RDW. I see that it has two parts. So that means you should have two charts. This one is for A, and this RDW chart will be for part B, the second part of your equation. You are going to use a new website to turn in your work. Last time you made a video. This time you're going to actually just show me the picture of your work. You will be turning in your work using Padlet. You're going to take a picture of your work and you're going to upload it. Here's a video with your instructions.
Hi friends, so I'm going to show you how you go into Padlet to submit your assignment for today. So you are going to find your assignment on Google Classroom. You're going to click on that. You're going to click View Assignment. You're going to click on the link And then here is where you're going to be able to take your picture of your work. So we're going to go ahead and click on this little add, and then this window will come up. All you have to do is click on the camera. The camera will begin, and then you're going to make sure you only take a picture of your work. Make sure all of your work is seen here. Mrs. Hepler can see your work. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then you can take a picture of it. Make sure that all of it shows. So Mrs. Hepler, if you did look great. Show all of your work. Click on the camera. 3, 2, 1. Your face can come up. That's fine, just like mine did, sort of. And then you just hit save. And then you're going to title it with your name. Then you can click anywhere, and you're done. Mrs. Hepler is going to come, look at it, and if it's not appropriate or it's not what Mrs. Hepler asked you to do, she's going to call you or parents and have you do it again. And then I will grade it when I look at it. And then you have to go back to the Google Classroom. Took us somewhere. Here we go. And then you're going to click Mark as done. Mark as done. Yep, because I just took the picture on Padlet and I'm done. You should be doing click as done in all of your assignments. And then you're all done. That's how you turn in your work for today. Can't wait to see all of your assignments here.
All right, friends, that's all I've got for you. I cannot wait to see all your work. Make sure you're marking Mark as done on every single assignment, every single subject like reading, math, Imagine Math, Lexia. Make sure you're marking everything as done. Otherwise, it looks like you have not completed your work. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.